under the rules of our league, if there's no boundaries provided. How was your week, Lou? Did you have a good week?
Had a good week, David. Just, again, the final stages of uni, as we were discussing last week, so just trying to finish some things off. But no place better to be back here with you at the football. I've just over the back there, a bit of an errant throw.
Rebecca Ives gets a handball over her shoulder. Over here to Laxor again. Goes straight over the top of Murray's head. Turning around was Nicholson. Has kicked goals for Wyong Lakes before, especially in previous years. That's Sarah Ball, I reckon. She's got the skills to kick that. And it goes to the side. Louis called that to the side. So another behind there. And Wyong Lakes leading 2 behinds to the joint venture yet to score. 2 3/4 minutes gone here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. If you're not doing anything else today, get on down here. It's a glorious day. Check out the fantastic new amenities block that they've had built here after many, many years. The story of that amenities block is quite remarkable. Handball comes out from Murray, drops foot cold by Parrish. Long ball, gets a decent kick for that, clears the area. Mark dropped by Stokes. Comes back for more. Gets a drop punt to it, goes down the line. Murray picks it up one-handed. She's trying to beat 5 players. She should go there for holding the ball. And does. Good decision, umpire Vile. And excellent tackle, mate. She really did try and beat 3 or 4 players there, Lucas. So.
Yeah. Took the players on, lost a prior opportunity and was correctly penalised for it.
Rebecca Eyes roving here. Rachel Potts is over there. She'll get first use of the footy. I'll call her this once today so I don't get too much of a clip out there. Rachie Lou, they love to call her here at Wyong Lakes is her nickname. And whenever I call it, it's a coffee machine, just what my name on it at half time. In this ruck contest is Midgley with very experienced eyes. Eyes are right hand down. Perfect ruck work to Potts, who handballs to herself. Now picks it up, Rachel. That's great football. Crosses it to the hot spot. Should be a goal, really. Sarah Ball will run in and kick Wyong Lakes' first goal. First goal of the day to Sarah Ball. First goal to Wyong Lakes. Wyong Lakes are 1-2-8. And Nelson Bay Port Sevens joint venture yet to score. With thanks to the major sponsor of the Wyong Lakes Group.
Expertly done there by Rachel Potts, just roving it as they do at the feet of the ruck, and then made her way forwards, just a little bit scrappy, but working the ball forwards, and ultimately ended up with a goal to Sarah Ball. Not used to seeing her play in the forward half, David, but...
No, usually centre-half back, Lucas. Hasn't played that much in the last couple of years with injury. Simon Wood's got the football, the president of the Wyong Lakes Footy Club. Hurahan and Ives in here. Rebecca's going to have a picnic if she keeps going like this. Watch her try and get the double-hander. No, gets it one-handed this time, straight down Murray's throat, off to Ives. They've done this work before. That's like a clinic. Down from Ives, long drop punt. That's one of the things that really improved last year when she won the BNF medal. Kicking improved out of sight. Over here, the ball's got a snap from 30. What's she done with it? Goes to ground. In there's Bade. She kicked it! And behind. Misses there from no more than 10, 12 metres out. Wyong Lakes 1-3-9. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. 5.5 gone here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. And yes, the story, Lucas, of that amenities block, many, many years in the making getting that done. All sorts of terrible stories of things burning down and all sorts of problems. Now they've got a terrific amenities block. Superb smother. Absolutely brilliant from Nicholson while I was gibbering. Not the first time this year I've gibbered. 29 comes out. Now, that was Brooks. Disposal. Over the shoulder, not paid. Nutmeg comes out of there towards Morales, gets the ball going forward for the Lakes, and another behind. I reckon it is. Andy Baldwin has had all the action this quarter. Wyong Lakes 1-4-10, and Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. Good news, Lucas. You've got an announcement for Bar TV in a fortnight in the last game of the season.
We have, David. Great to be down at the... We'll be soon renovated Adcock Park for 3 games again in a fortnight. That'll be October 3, Saturday. Been wrapped up there. That time was Parrish. Gets the ball out as Nelson May looked to transition off their half-back line. Yeah, but three games, David. It'll be Gosford and Lake Macquarie in the Black Diamond Women's Plate.
That was a Falcon, actually, for ball. Not sure if picked it up, but Ives a chance from 30. Magnificent Rebecca Ives. Superb. And that's the area, Lucas. We'll come back to that Bar TV. That's the two areas where Rebecca Ives strengthened her game in the last, and in general playing for shooting goal, and also her ability beneath her knees. She used to be a little bit iffy below her hips. Now she's got much more power in her body, and she can bend over and pick it up, and she's just improved out of sight.
You saw it then too. Ives had that extra 2 or 3 steps to steady, and that's what ultimately got the accuracy on the kick and made the most of their opportunity there. 2 goals, 4 now for Wyong, like 16, leading Nelson Bay Port Stephens no score, about 7.5 minutes gone in this first term.
When we get a break, Lucas will come back and finish off that advice about Bar TV in a fortnight. Magnificent handball, Murray. Potsy's running around unabated, and that is danger for Nelson Bay. Ball, chasing. Over there's Laxer. Oh, stays on her feet amazingly. Ball. I think that ball might have gone out of bounds. That's exactly what's happened. Chloe Laxer was just put off balance. Sarah Ball with the football. And she'll throw this ball in. Here is Hurahan and Kanisha Murray. Murray should win this ruck contest. Does double-handed. Potts roving brilliantly again. This time she's taken on too much. Got tackled. Laxer. That's trouble. Play on. Umpire Vol letting the play go. That's fine. As long as it's consistent. Mark just 50. Once in a homeland. In the last week, it's been unbelievable coverage on SBS in the high mountains in those Alps. Fantastic to watch. Kanisha Murray, drop punt off 2 steps, as is her go. She's actually technically quite a good kick. Offhands, and that'll be behind. Wyong Lakes 2-5-17. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. Lucas, quickly, the 3 games quickly on Bar TV on the 3rd of October at Adcock.
Yeah, Gosford and Cardiff in the Shield, David, 10 o'clock. Gosford and Lake Macquarie in the Black Diamond Women's Plate at 12. And then for the first time this year, it'll be Gosford and the minor will most likely be the minor premier in Terrigal Voca at 2 o'clock, David. Can't wait for that one.
Mark to Nicholson there at the hotspot. And interesting, Lucas, it's likely that the 3 teams we're calling that Gosford are playing quite remarkably. Oh, Mark there, good work ball. The 3 teams we'll be calling may all end up as minor premiers, which is quite amazing. And we'll get a great chance to have a look at them going into the finals, which for us, I know that sounds a bit odd. We affecting Purple's budgets, but it's great to call so many games in the season. Ball. Shanks that quite badly. That's a behind. Wyong Lakes errant shooting in the first quarter, 2-6-18. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. But it'll be great for Lucas and I to get some footy in under our belt. So we've got footy last week, footy this week, a week off next week, and then the last game of the season at Adcock Park. Can't wait for that. And then we'll be doing the finals. We'll talk about the finals later on. Okay, we'll come back in a break and talk about the finals. Oh, almost a mark there to Terra Nova. No prior would have thought umpire, and Simon Wood says exactly that. So making that tackle was Cody on Waters. Ives will look for a Potts, I'd imagine. Grabs it out. She's just dominant at the moment, Rebecca. They can't put a hand on her. Lovely little shimmy by Nicholson. Ball's in front here. Oh, good mark. I thought she could have put a punch on there, and just a little bit of inexperience. If she'd have gone a punch there, she'd probably got the footy, because Ball took that at a chest rather than above her head. Sarah Ball, not more than 20 metres out, should kick this one. Drops it on the boot. Lucas Holmes, what did the goal umpire do?
Andy Baldwin did not move, David.
Second goal, Sarah Ball. Wyong Lakes 3-6-24. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score, with thanks to the Wyong. Of course, in the finals, this week finals announcements have come out, and all clubs have accepted. So Nelson Bay will get 2 finals, Luke. There'll be 4 games at Pasterfield and 4 games at Adelaide Street on preliminary final way, which is the 10th. And Bartierville will be at Adelaide Street. And then the grand finals, Bartierville will again be at Adelaide Street for 3 games. And there'll be 2 grand finals at Passage Road. So that's the setup. And, of course, this year, all the finals are sudden death. No double chances this year. Out here to Ives, who's ruck roving to Murray this time. That's one thing they haven't got perfect, is that going to that backwards hand pass. They probably don't even need to do it. It's clearly something they're looking for, the player coming off the back from the ruck contest. Potts is just running around at complete abandon. She'll pick up 60 kicks if she keeps going. Murray, of course, an ex-basketballer, went to school with Philippa Smythe at Hunter Sports High School, Lucas. Not far from your joint. Good mark. Good anticipation there. Jones, right in front of us in commentary on this magnificent day. It is glorious here at Tacoma. Absolutely beautiful it's turned out. Ground in superb condition. Other than a couple of little corrugations, the actual surface is excellent. Laxer beats one. Very powerful in the body. Goes to the left, gets left away. And it's a free kick to Port Stephens. Okay. To Nelson Bay Port Stephens. That might have been over the shoulder. That's all I can assume, Louis.
That was the initial infraction there, and that's what was paid. Stewart goes down the line.
Morales drops the mark. Can she get a kick away? Does just. That's a push in the back. By free kick here. And it is a free kick. Like a lot of players on Port Stephens. Interesting look. Not sure if it will win the Fashion Awards at Redhead Surf Club, Louis. Over there is Nicholson. Great spot, Redhead Surf Club. You are very blessed in that part of the world. It is a superb place.
It's not bad, David. Quite pleasant on day down here as well. That little bit of a sea breeze.
It is. You can't see it, ladies and gentlemen. We're literally 20 metres from the lakeshore here. It is a lovely spot, and especially on a day like today. Lovely, good body power there from Rutley. Gets the ball forward. First time forward for the joint venture. Mon's at the back there. Look out. She'll get the footy here and look for someone. Feigns a handball. Goes a little short drop putt that's absolutely perfect and dropped by Cody Cold. Kicking on the ground, keeping in front of her. Good tackle made. Cody trying to make a tackle. Gets it out. Does well. I thought dragging out of the play there could have been paid against Parrish, but not. Right in front of Kendall's excellent commentary position. He's up the scaffold today. He's in the sun. He's got the sunscreen on, the big great man. Our EP Kendall Clausen, of course. Does a wonderful job for us and has done for many years now, Louis, in Australian Rules. Rebecca Ives having a picnic. Lisa Morales away on the wing, and that's dangerous because Lisa's quick. Has a bounce. Oh, lovely right foot step. Has a second bounce. Interesting style of kicking, always has been. That's Emily in 25. Emily Bowen. Potts should finish. Takes an extra step. Rachel Potts is a goal. Stats gives that the nod. Rachel Potts took the extra step, balanced herself. Lovely work. So Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. Wyong Lakes 4-6-30 here at Don Small Oval. You can see the new amenities block over there on the far side. That's why we're in commentary here today, unusually broadcasting to the western side. But that new amenities block is superb. A real credit to the club and to council for building such an excellent facility, Louis.
It is indeed, David. Expertly done there by Potts as well. Could have easily blazed away on that first initial step. Took the extra 2 or 3 to steady and ended up in a goal.
Murray double hand up, and she's clopped one over the ear, I think. Nelson Bay Port Stephens coming out here. Gosh, got to pick it up. Does. Now can't pick it up. In there is Waters. Murray with a handball. Comes away. Over there is Jones in 3. That's almost holding the ball against Rebecca, not paid. And again, she's got that elbow bandage on, Lucas. So that's been prominent in the times I've seen Rebecca last time, and she has that elbow bandage on. Murray left-handed this time. Down to eyes, ruck roving. Fascinating having 2 of the best rucks in the league ruck driving to one another. Goodness me. Makes them a dangerous combination when they get going. And holding the ball, giving good decision, umpire Vol in perfect position. And will be a free kick here to Emma Stokes.
It does, David. It gives Wyong Lakes a few different looks in the centre there. You've seen it already interchangeably, Ives roving and Murray rucking and vice versa. So it gives opposition teams a different look for their centre bounce combinations.
Out of there comes Rutley, who's been one of Nelson Bay Port Stephens' best players so far. Tapped out in front. Tackle without the football, I thought. Could have been paid, not. Oh, gee, feigns for an push in the back for a kick. Doesn't get it. Rebecca Ives puts a shoulder in. Chasing. Ives goes off the ground. Good option there. Clears the play. Murray chasing. Goes to ground, but gets a player off. Ives roving, as Lucas has been talking about. And spots Morales square and hits her right on the chest. Morales, a little dinky drop punch, perfect to Ives, who's literally got leather poison in this quarter. She'd have 10 touches, Lucas, in 16 minutes of play, I reckon. No one can stop her. Just too big and too strong. Long ball, Ives. Almost a mark there to Stewart. Ball comes forward from Wyong Lakes. Laxer lurking with intent. Get that ball, and Emily Bowen has gone forward today. And that ball's out. On the shoulder, actually, and paid by Wood. Now, that, Lucas, in that pocket at this ground is a deep pocket. That's a tough kick.
It is, David. The better thing to do is square it up, exactly. Especially the wind swells a little bit here too. Ives on the lead. Is that where Laxer looks? It is. Pulls it back.
Morales roving. Goes off the ground and goes backwards. Trying to maintain possession. Morales stays on her feet. Looks for options. Goes a little one-hand drop that she's perfected. And a good mark to Rachel Potts. Now, looking live, Potts is too far out to score. She's probably 40 metres. Oh, in fact, there's the 50 metre line. So she'll probably kick from 38. I would have thought too far out for Rachel. Goes to the three-quarter wedge. Gets Bowen. Bowen almost takes an excellent mark. Handball's out to Murray. Potts puts the hit in. Now she's a chance from that distance. Gets it forward. Touched. Yeah, went to the handball, and quite certain. And score check. Wyong Lakes 4-7-31. Nelson Bay Port Stephens have yet to score. 17.5 gone. 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. Lucas James Holmes, Kendall Clawson, and David Redden here with you on Bar TV. Our third game of the season, our third day of the season. We're doing what we love the most, isn't it, Louis? Commentating our local footy.
Indeed. Ball's wrapped up in the middle. Nelson Bay looked to transition off half back. Struggled to get it past centre wing. Attacking 4A coming by the look.
Balls to ground, taps it through. Almost a head clash there with Stokes involved. Ives. There's one bounce. Goes long and wide. She spotted someone. Spots Laxa, who's also been prominent this quarter. Chloe puts the Jets on. Potts going for a 1-2 handball. Gets it out eventually. Almost holding the football. Richards gets a football. Comes away on her left foot. Goes about 25 metres. Gets Wilson. Can she get rid of it? No, it's tapped out of her hands without a tackle being made. Here's the tackle coming now. That's Hurahan in 22. Comes wide. Ives chasing. Is that going to go out of bounds? It'll stay in, I think. Over there is Jobson. Big tall girl for playing on a permit. She must be 6 foot. A handy footballer, I reckon. And over there is Jemison on the ground. No tackle being made. And umpire Viola ball this up right over in front of the new and amenities block here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. First game this season for the Maggies. Eyes, although being buffeted out, gets a hand down. Morales, who's got a lot of touches herself. Laxa. Over to Morales. Short kick square to Murray. She's got excellent hands. It'll take a chest mark right next to the uncovered cricket pitch. Don't get me started, Lucas. Murray goes long as she can, finding Bowen, who's got an excellent set of hands.
And a booming left foot too, so distance may not be an issue here, but she's not going to have a shot on goal by the looks of it though, David.
If she flushed it, she'd be a chance, wouldn't she? Gets the ball up, Potts alone, being marked this time. Gets it out there with body strength. Turns around, has time. Rachel Potts, goal. Second goal for Potts, resting at full forward. And Wyong Lake starting to build up a really nice score now. If they're an outside chance to the finals, they've got to make percentage today. So 5-7-37, and that will be the final part of the first quarter. It's 37 blot. Wyong Lake's leading over Port Stephens, Nelson Bay. Simon is imminent according to us. And there it is there. So that's quarter time. Wyong Lakes 5-7-37. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score 2 goals. Rachel Potts, 2 goals. Sarah Ball, and 1 goal. Ampet Rebecca Ives. Richard and I will have a short break and come back for the start of the second quarter here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Welcome back to Don Small Oval in Tacoma. So just to run through that again, Bar TV on your screens in a fortnight. Gosford has confirmed, which is great. So it'll be Gosford and Cardiff in the Shield, followed by Gosford and Lake Macquarie in the Women's Plate, followed by Gosford and Terrigal in the Black Diamond Cup. Those games at Adcock Park. Lucas, I'm looking forward to it very much. There's the siren just announcing the start of the second quarter is imminent. And then preliminary finals both weeks for us will be at Adelaide Street Oval in Killarney Vale. It is. I actually had a quick conversation with Killarney Vale President Paul Forster. The suburbs moved. We've been calling it for years as being in Tumbiumbi. Now by about 100 metres, it's Killarney Vale, which is it because it was definitely Tumbiumbi at one stage. But thanks to Paul for that. And thanks to the Wyong Football Club A crew for having us here today. It's great to be here. Love coming to the Don. It's a good spot to call footy. Love their football here at the Don. And it's just so good to see that excellent amenities block over here. And let's hope that Wyong get rep footy and get good footy in the years to come. One of the interesting things now, Lucas, as we were talking about off-air before the start of the game, the ground's actually a bit wider. This flank closest to us is quite a bit wider, and the flank on the far side is just a touch wider. But this section here is at least 4 or 5 metres wider than I remember it. They've enabled the new setups enable the ground to be set up like that. So a lot of here between it's a lot more width. It's an average size ground in our league. It's about 154, 153 metres long. And talking about this game, Rebecca Ives, you'd imagine if there was votes after a quarter, I would have thought there would have been probably Ives, Potts, Morales, or Murray would have got the votes. Laxer possibly.
Yeah, no real surprise there. We've got Laxer on the flank closest to us here. Nelson Bay, Port Stephens making the way out, but yeah, no real surprise. Wyong class clearly showing in the first quarter there.
You can see the strength that Laxer's got. I bet you she's played league and union. Look at that. She reminds me a little bit in a core, Lucas, of Sophie Balcom, really strong. And I bet you she'd put a good tackle on, and she'd also be very hard to move off centre. Ball's up in the air, just waiting for a siren. Just take the headphone off there so I can hear the siren. It's not very loud here. Still waiting on a siren. There's the siren. Umpire Wood with the football, and where a go. Rock and roll time. Rebecca Ives double-handed. Good contest that time from her. Actually, it wasn't her, it was Midgley. Ives a bounce. Steps off the right foot. Straight down the spine. Where's Ball? Should go off the ground. Sarah Ball! And does with the grubber. Kicks another one. Third goal for Ball after excellent work from, as I said, absolutely dominant Rebecca Ives. Wyong Lake 6-7, 43. Nelson Bay yet to score. Lucas James Holmes.
Yeah, perfect centre clearance there in the end. Ives to herself, got the ball back. King dangerous area, 25-30 metres out from goal, and Ball made the most of it in the end.
I'm not sure if I know you spend time watching old football things. There's a goal that Corey McKernan kicked at the SCG when he should have won the Brownlow, and he did exactly that. Tapped to himself. He had to look a bounce, kicked the goal from inside the square. It's one of the best goals I've ever seen. Good player, McKernan. Underrated. That ball's gone straight back over the head, and the umpire's going to call them back in again. Ives probably looking for Murray or Potts here. Goes towards Murray's direction, gets it, a beautiful bounce. Goes to the handball. Out here, Bowen gets onto a natural left foot. Where is the marking? Got to mark up better than that. Ball, mark. And mark taken just 15 metres, I reckon. Ball, whose injury last year came at the exact wrong time of the season for the Wyong Lakes. Of course, grand finalist 2 years ago, the Maggies. Short ball coming. Bowen on her own. Love little passing ball, most unselfish. Bowen was telling me before the start of play to catch up with Emily. She's got a sore right thumb. And that left knee, she's telling me from the last time we saw her, is just a bit better than it was. Wasn't good early in the season. Bowen. Goal, I think, just snuck in the left-hand post. Just wait for the goal umpire. That's a goal to Emily Bowen, her first for today. And Lucas, I'll just update the score. It's 7-7-49. After being 2-6 or something like that, I think at one stage. Good shooting. 7-7-49. Nelson May Port Stephens yet to score. The voice of the Black Diamond couple, Lucas James Holmes, will have commentary from 2 o'clock this afternoon. Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes. Lucas in chief commentary of that one, and I'll be the sidekick, as has been the case for the last 12 months. And I know that Lucas is looking very much forward to calling that game, Gosford and Terry Lavoca, and then the Black Diamond Cup prelim final and grand final, Louis, later on.
Yeah, looking forward to that one, David. We've got plenty of football to go before then. However, Bet Ives, another double-handed tap. Potts applying the pressure as always on the defensive side of the midfield.
Good work there from Rutty, but the ball smothered. Handball comes out from Wilson. Over there is Jessie Jones in 3. She's played quite a bit before. Gets that football off. Good strength there. And good contest out there. Right, over there at half-forward flank, just in front of the centre wing. Umpire Wood throws the ball up. Murray's going to go. It's going to go straight down Murray's throat here. If Donnie Spencer will be after his plays at ruck contest to mark up on their plays, because if Murray and Ives are intended, they could do so much damage. Ives has done a lot of good. Murray's done a lot of work on the ground. Finds Ives, who's looking through, votes straight down the throat. What a superb delivery, Rebecca. And there's the improvement. She couldn't have done that 18 months ago, Lucas, I don't reckon.
I wouldn't have thought so. Ball presented to. She's going to chip the ball to the top of the goal square. 2-on-1 there for Nelson Bay Port Stevens, but Laxer outmarks them.
She was actually interfered with in that marking contest and still came back and took the mark at the second grab. Laxer about 20 metres out here. Got the white boots on with the Essex white boots by the look of the brand. 20 metres out, Laxer. Off 3 steps and kicks a goal. Chloe Laxer's first goal today. She's been quite impressive over here on the wing. Wyong Lakes 8-7-55. Nelson Bay Port 7's yet to score with thanks to the Wyong Lees Club Group.
Indeed, David. That's what Wyong Lakes have got going for them at the moment. All their on balls are spreading forward too. So when they have been winning the ball out of the contest, that's where they've been going, running forward. Laxer as well. Been quite impressive on this near flank to us, David.
She has indeed.
Thank you.
Not a problem, sir. Ives, where's Murray? Straight down the throat. Well rode that time. Ruddy's actually had a crack today. We've called her names quite a bit today. Kyra Toz, who's a big, tall girl like her brother. Plays better football than Braden, though. He'll be glad I said that. Lovely. Ives is just having a picnic today. And Sarah Ball's going to... This will stretch Sarah for distance. She's looking to give off. Still looking. She might have to have a crack here. Pulls that left, I reckon. And that will be a behind. Oh, no, it hasn't gone through. Now it has. Score check, please, Lucas James.
Wyong Lakes 8-8-56, leading Port Stephens no score with 5 minutes gone here in this second term. Beautiful Don Small Oval down here in Tacoma.
It's a lovely place to be today, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what, I've been here a couple of times where the wind was howling, where it was pretty miserable. Kanisha Murray goes hard, as she always does. Excellent. Oh, she's in trouble now. That's holding the ball. Lovely tackle made there. Really good by Cassandra Terranova. Another one of the juniors. She looks like she's a Port Stephens junior, Lucas, given the shorts and socks. Goes as long as she can, straight down Toz's throat, and Cairo takes a mark out there, just in front of the 50-metre line. Kalani Val Cup side over there, sitting in the shade, watching on intently. They'll be on. Oh, that's over the shoulder, surely. Probably umpire Von may have ducked the head a bit again, Louis. It was an interesting one. And this will be Hurahan and Ives. Now watch Ives try and deliver double-handed. No, it goes only with the one hand. Gets off balance that time. That's over the shoulder this time. Umpire was going to blow his whistle. Put it back. Toz. Handball. Braden. Murray. Nicholson. Picked up here. Gives it off past Rachel Pott. Go backwards and square to Emily Bowen. Now Bowen should forget the short stuff. She's got a thumping left boot. She could almost get the distance, Louis, if she really flushed it. Unselfish, goes off, looks for a lead, ball in front. And they can't handle their bigger, stronger players at the moment because of the... To be quite honest, it's a bit like watching the Giants when they first started off. They're all sort of younger, immature bodies, and they just got out-bodied, Louis.
Well, very experienced, great defender, normally off the half-back flank for Wyong Lakes, but for her 4th goal of the day...
Loves
it. Makes no mistake. 4th goal for Sarah Ball. Wyong Lakes now 9-8-62, leading Nelson Bay Port Stephens no score.
And
after 7 minutes gone here in this second term.
We thank the Wyong Leagues Club Group. Thank them very much. That amenities block is superb over there. Geez, it's a good setup. It's great to see facilities being built around the place. We've seen a few in our years on the coverage, but Hilton Moore got done just at the start of when we broadcasted. Masterfield's been done, been developed. this place has been developed.
Fan Oval's also been done, both grounds.
Can't wait to see. I think it'll be great. Especially in grounds. You can have carnival there, Arnold's footy there. Rebecca Ives is having an... I think I might have said that too many times, so I'll check up with something new. Rachel Potts low to the ground. Ives roving again. Watch for the delivery here. No, he doesn't get it quite as well. Commentators Moz as always. Oh, that's a over the shoulder. Yeah, put the hand out. A bit sloppy there, and Johnson gets a kick. On the mark is Parrish. Comes Combox side Johnson. Runs, plays on. Looking out here for, and finding Laxa can't get it there. Ends up on the mark. Next kick's going to be interesting. She's going to have to kick it to a contest wherever she goes. Hard. Throw. Oh, pushing the back. Called by umpire Vile. Pushing the back. This is Waters. Laxa sitting around doing nothing at the moment. Now picks up Rutty. Ordinary kick might end up okay. The mark taken. Shamari comes on the mark. I think this is Jones in 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some technical issues at the moment with coverage on the camera. Lucas and I are going to call this live. I've got some binoculars and we'll do the best we can, but we'll continue to provide a service, which is one of the challenges of live broadcasting. But Louis and I are going to do that. Lucas, could I ask a favour? Can you actually move this for us, please? And hope that just get it out the way, maybe? Yep. Move that sideways or something like that. There we go. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we're calling this live for you, and I'll be calling through the binoculars, and we'll do the best we can. Got to provide a service. Up the ball goes Murray with the left hand. She's got such great springs. Murray flies away. Gets a right foot drop punt away. Looking for Bowen. Bowen sitting at the back. Ends up with the footy, Emily. No, that's not Emily Bowen. Boots are the wrong colour. Nicholson misses the mark. Good work there by the joint venture. Still trying to put pressure on here. Ives again for what would be a 25th touch. And I'm not joking in a half a footy. Bowen going through at the freight train. Nicholson gets it forward. Ball. Danger! Goal! Sarah Ball, another goal.
5 goals and a half for Sarah Ball, David.
Lucas, can I just have an update on goals? I may have missed one when we were without coverage. I've got Eyes with 2, Laxa 1, Ball 5, Potts 2, Bowen 1. Do you agree with that?
Yep, spot on.
Thank you. Score check, please, Lucas James.
Wyong Lakes, 11-8-74, leading Nelson Bay Port Stephens no score. 12 and a half minutes gone in this second term.
Again, ladies gentlemen, we are with our cameras. We do have sound, and Lucas and I will continue to call. It's radio style here. I've got the binoculars out, and we're going to continue on calling. Kanisha Murray, double-hander, as they love doing it, does give you great balance going two-handed. Not the highest jump. Me looking for eyes, and away goes Rebecca. It's a clinic for eyes at the moment. I've never seen it, not once in a game of football ever. And it's just a pleasure to watch an outstanding player. And, of course, the league's rating best person. Gets a kick out. Eyes intercepts. Going forward, Rebecca looking for ball again. Just drops short of her. Ball just can't stop. Lovely kick. That's gone 55. Out there towards Merritt. Gets the kick away. Calling binoculars and having a sheet in front of him is an interesting challenge, Lucas. And we've got a ball up. Umpire Vyle's got the ball. Time check, please, Lucas.
13.5 minutes gone here in this second term, David. Wyong Lakes 11-8-74. Nelson Bay Port Stephens no score.
Ives again, short with the right foot, looking for and getting Potts. Rachel's away. Has one bounce. Step off the left foot. Can she finish? Oh, hits the post. That would have been a great individual goal. And the score is 11-9-75 Wyong Lakes. Superb work. Rachel Potts just couldn't finish at the death. And yet to score. Nelson Port Stephens. Quickly, Lucas, score check, go around the grounds.
Just scores from around the grounds, David, at Fane Oval. Newcastle City 3-6-24, leading Terrell Avoca, no score. Killarney Vale 12-6-78, leading Maitland, no score up there at Max McMahon Oval. And the local derby there at Past
taken. Emily Bowen into the ground.
down here in the end, eventually at Don Small Oval in Tacoma, David.
After a iffy morning, I tell you, driver, you were thinking, goodness, was going to get swamped with rain here at the Don. Kanisha Murray goes to the left hand, looking for those, misses her, backs up Murray, goes to ground, should be an over-the-shoulder free kick. She copped one on the head there. It's struggling a bit too, is Kanisha. It's on the side of the neck she's actually got hit. And let's just hope she's okay. Wasn't aware the football was coming to her from Rebecca. Murray's still a bit gingered, to be quite honest with you. Gets a short ball away. Looking for and eventually finding Sarah Ball. No, yeah, that was ball in 20. Handball comes out towards Ives. Gets a handball away again. Another handball. Kanisha Murray. Kanisha's put a right foot step on. Not held. Good interception there. Ruddy, who's almost been the best JV player on the park. In fact, I reckon she has been. She's got a lot of touches. Ruddy. Ball comes out here. Good work there from Kincaid. And a free kick, Kincaid, for putting a body line. Well done. Comes wide towards us. Lovely pass. Finds Midgley right in front of us. Don't need the binoculars on this wing. It's good. Marking contest going ahead there. In there was Jones, who's also been prominent for Nelson Bay. A tough day at the office for the joint venture. Kyra Ties reading the ball well. Comes back down the flank. Little low dart of a kick to Nicholson. Hard to pick up. Out of there comes Waters. Backwards handball. Oh, good bump, actually. Jobson did well to hold her feet there and gets a good kick off to Wilson. Donnie Spencer out there just checking on Jobson.
Best passage of play so far from Nelson Bay Port Stephens. Their ball movement's been quite a lot improved in this passage of play. Had more structure in front of the ball, which they haven't had doing so much defending in the earlier part of this game, David.
Quite a lot improved, is that right?
Yeah, that didn't go down well, did it?
What did you say last week that I thought was superb? there was something you said last. Oh, what was it? Something. I forget what it was. It was some use of big words, and I can't speak in more than 2 syllables. You uni graduates, goodness me, especially comms graduates. Long bombs, issue mark taken, has been by. Goes wide. That's a good kick, actually. I've got to get focus on my. Yeah, that television's just in the way. Just come this side. Handball comes out. Oh, good tackle, Kyra Ties. Rebecca Ives in there again, being held out of it more than anything. Gives the player a push. Midgley gets that ball along and marked by Mon at the back. Monique Madalena. Lovely, lovely kick from Madalena. Finds Nicholson.
Some numbers on this near flank to us as well, David. If they choose to go that way, go further to the club side of the ground.
Chest mark missed there by Parrish. Laxa. Reminds me a bit of Holly Gibbons. Probably the hair's the thing that does that. And the fact that she's built lower to the ground, the same as Holly, is very good at ground level. That's not 15. And Rebecca Ives, just the dominant athlete on the ground at the moment. It's really good to see her in such good nick as this. She's just playing great footy. Left foot out from Potts, trying to find balls, superb. And in fact, it's Bowen this time. I do beg your pardon. Emily will be very disappointed I didn't call her right. I'll get the dark look, Louis. And Bowen's going to take this from no more than 12 or 13 metres out. You'd expect Emily to kick it. There's half time. Bowen, has she snuck that in?
Yes.
And she's slotted that in. Lucas, a half-time score, please.
Wyong Lakes 13-9-87, leading LA Port Stephens no score at half-time. David and I will take a 7 or 8 minute break, and then we'll be back with you for the resumption of this Black Diamond Cup women's fixture. how it is out there now, bare and uncovered, you definitely play with you a fair amount.
Okay.
Compared to what you used to play on. Yes, some grounds in our region have first grade cricket grounds too, so the squares are there as well the eye quite easily, whereas on the turf grounds it's harder to make out, but underfoot you can definitely tell the difference.
Just waiting for Matthew Vile as central umpire. At one stage there was no one in the square. Now Andy Baldwin's given the thumbs up from his end. There are two players in the square. The ball's gone up. And we are away. I'm back on the TV. Everything's been fixed. Good to see. Rebecca Ives over her hand. Hits Morales on the chest. Handball Potts over to Ives. It's Groundhog Day at the moment, although she missed the handball, just missed her. Good tackle, Kyra Toz. Who's going to be first to this football? Gets that ball long as O'Rourke, but picked off by Emily Bowen, who played on the mask, gone 5 yards over. That should be 50, but Webster. But she shouldn't have gone over the mark that far. Wide towards Laxer. Jobson chasing. Laxer decides to go with her unusual kicking style. Gets it forward. Good tackle. She's in trouble. No attempt. Gee, that should have been holding the ball. Wow. Okay. Leave it at that. She had an eternity to... I don't even think she made an attempt. Potts, beautiful double-hander from Ives. Kicks it forward. That was a Rachel Potts scrubby kick. And if she gets upset with me saying that, tough. Murray handballs out. Hands and knees. Goes again. Got to get rid of it now. She's dragged it back in. No tackle made, though, interestingly. Ives does make a tackle. Umpire says, I'll have it. Umpire Vile, who's put the body there from Jobson, I reckon. First time I've seen Rebecca beaten in a ruck contest. Morales from a distance. Good mark ball, who's sitting there having a ball, could end up kicking 8, 9 or 10 today. Doesn't need to give this one off. Kicking to the southern end here, the left-hand end of screen. And straight over goal umpire's head. Another goal, Sarah Ball. That's 6 for Sarah. Team score 14-9-93. Nelson Bay yet to score. Yeah, I've played football on a ground at a place called Little Bay, which is where a lot of Aussie rules is played when the University of New South Wales are hosting, when I was a young bloke. And it was always a concern on an uncovered synthetic cricket pitch. So, yeah, I just don't know why you wouldn't want to put sand over it like they do in most other places. I understand that eventually it degrades, but yeah, let's just hope that no one gets injured. Simon Wood with the football. Hurahan and Ives. Ives thumps this with the fist. Perfect delivery. Rachel Potts is getting absolute champagne service today. Short, looking for ball. No, misses her this time. In they come from miles apart. Just gets a good kick away. Mark dropped there. Jobson, I think, was that? Yes. Murray out the back to Ives, who should put the pace on. No, can't sneak around the corner. Goes square. Perfect delivery again to Webster. Too far out to score. Bade's on her own running into the square. There is Sarah Ball. And she's going to go back and look at 7 goals in just over a half of football. 3 minutes gone, third quarter. Wyong Lake's up by 93 points. Ball's going to go off here. Dishing square. Murray gets her. Kanisha plays on, should finish it. And does. Goal, Kanisha Murray. And that is Murray's first goal today. Wyong Lakes one short of a century, 15-9-99. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. Speaking of centuries, how good was Australia's performance from 5 for 73 down to win that series at Old Trafford? Maxwell and a century, and Alex Carey's first century for Australia in ODIs.
It was great to see international sport back up and running, David, considering the lack of it we've had in the past due to the pandemic. But yeah, great to see Australia get one up over England. But overall, great to see international sport as a whole up and running.
Indeed, and can Melbourne still make the 8, technically or mathematically?
Mathematically, I'll go and have.
They have to get belted. What Footscray's got to get belted, don't they?
They have. Western Bulldogs have to be soundly beaten later on, but I'll come back to that later on. They can still make it, that's for sure.
Toz, right foot step, goes long, as long as she can. That ball's gone 45, 50 metres. Over here is Richards. Picks the ball up, gets it off. Good shoulder charge there from Webster, or shoulder charge, I shouldn't say that. Yes, I'm Western Bulldogs have got Freo, and I think there's like 4 or 5% difference with it. This time of the year is difficult to overcome in one game. Murray double tap, and Melbourne have to win as well. Out there from Stewart. Fascinating handball to O'Rourke. Right to the centre of the square. That's actually bounced. Lucas Holmes, you wouldn't believe it. That actually bounced on the centre. Out there's Bowen. Drives the ball straight down the spine. Ball in front. Recovers quickly. Gets on a right. Looking to give off. Hands. Goes out here to Webster. Murray got under that one a bit. Can she pick it up? No. Now Murray's got the football. It comes out to Ives. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. 15-9-99. Nelson Bay, Port Stephens yet to score. 5.5 minutes gone, third quarter. Lucas James Holmes, Kendall Clawson and David Redden here with you at a sundry in Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Rebecca, that's over the shoulder. Now, did they play on and kick the goal? They did not. And the umpire didn't call a free kick. That's astonishing. I swore there was a free kick given and he's paid advantage. And theoretically it should come back. 15-10, 100 Wyong Lakes. Nelson Bay, Port Stephens yet to score. It's not 16. You can see the scoreboard on the distance has actually made a mistake. It's actually 15-10, 100, not 16-9, 105. That wasn't a goal. Play on down the line here. Ives. Trying to come out of that was Parrish. Potts, I beg your pardon. Here's Rachel. Has one bounce, steps off a left. Goes square. Ives trying to mark standing up. Good tackle, Hurahan. Well done. Sorry, Midgley. Waters. No, it's not Waters this time. That one is, that's Samantha Richardson, 24. So this, if anyone's watching and you're here at the ground, that score, that's a free kick's been given, I think, that's for dissent. Kanisha Murray thought there was a free kick there and has given a bit of lip. Matthew Vile said, none of that, thanks. That's a chest mark. Well done there to Rutley. Certainly a play to go on with Rutley. She has a crack. Average kick, however, Parrish can't pick. She's had dodgy hands today, Parrish. A couple she should have picked up easily. Bowen goes low and hard. Another player with a good low center of gravity. She's hard to get off that football. Waits for for Terranova to come. Here's Murray. Will step on the right. Is she going to have a crack? Oh, no, she's going to be unselfish and go to Sarah Ball. Good unselfish football there.
No reason not to look for Sarah Ball, David. Lining up for goal number 7. 7.5 minutes gone in this third term. Ball 20 to 25 metres out, more or less directly in front. She's started it right and has kept there and does not register a score. Wyong Lakes 15-10, 100 leading Nelson Bay, Port Stephens, no score. 8 minutes gone here in this third term.
If that was 20 metres, I'm getting you into real estate and I'm buying land off you. That was 35, thank you.
Okay. Just looking at the discussion we just had a few minutes earlier on. Just trying to find those final scenarios for you all.
Thank you. I think the final four, as an example, in our we'll talk about the AFL later on. We'll talk about the AFL.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they're the only two. I think the other 7 are safe. Are Collingwood safe now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Collingwood's got Port, haven't they?
Yes, Monday night. Yes.
So, what are Collingwood in a position where they can rest players if the Western Bulldogs win? Because if they rest players, isn't there a chance you could end up in 5v8 and then play Port West Coast at Optus?
That's the most likely scenario, I think, with the way that games have gone, because St Kilda kept their position on the last night.
Yes. Johnson goes to the right footer. Laxer goes up with one hand. Mon sitting at the back. Short delivery's perfect to Webster. Too far out to scores Mihaela. Squares it up. Kanisha should have taken that. Webster going through hard. Good tackle, mate. They're good solid tackle, actually. Involved was Jones. And I'll get you the other player's number in a minute. And also Johnson. Ives double-hander. Murray puts the strength on handball, hospital hand pass, really. And that is a behind to Wyong Lakes. Wyong Lakes 15-11-101. Nelson Bay yet to score. Louis, just give us quickly while we've got time to have a chat, if you like.
Yeah, just haven't got those at the moment.
No
We'll
worries.
come back later on when we have more time to discuss that. But yeah, I don't think Collingwood are in the position to rest players, David. They really, unlikely victory against Port Adelaide, but you really don't want to be facing West Coast away from home as Morales takes an intercept mark on the 50.
So, sorry, I've got that wrong. If you look at the ladder at the moment, Western Bulldogs are actually 2.5% behind Melbourne. So the Western Bulldogs have to win against Fremantle. So looking at that ladder, Collingwood can't afford to rest players. There's an injury there. Players got a crook rib. Rachel Potts looking to give off. Tries very hard. I'm not sure if you can see coverage of this. We've lost it on our TV, so I'll be calling live off the binoculars. Murray, double-hander, trying to find Ives. Can't get a hold of her. Rebecca's had a quieter quarter this quarter, but no wonder she'd have leather poisoning for the first two. Madalena comes at it, gets wamboozled. Toz sitting at the back, lopes along. And ball out of bounds, deep in the forward pocket, right-hand pocket. So you're just looking at that ladder there. It was the Dogs. They all have to win. Collingwood can't rest players because the one thing you don't want to do is go to Perth. Collingwood I would imagine, would much rather play St Kilda, Lucas, at the Gabba or at Metricon.
Metricon, yeah, it'd be St Kilda hosting, so you would think it would be Metricon, but we'll find all that out in the coming weeks.
Tap out here. Ball tries to win the right contest. Very close to the boundary line at the moment and goes out of bounds. Umpire Wood says, "I'll have that one, thank you." Lupus, can you just keep an eye on our TV picture to see if we can see it, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ball doesn't go third player in, which is smart. Murray, good tackle, Sarah Ball. Doesn't perform a sling tackle, performs a good tackle. And umpire Wood says, "I'll have that, thank you." It's a quiet patch of play here over in the forward flank for Wyong Lakes. Left-hand ruck comes out. Ball, handball, Ives, steps, trouble, ball, handball's off. Pites gets the hands in the air. Does a full 360 and is gone for holding the ball. Lovely tackle, Jesse Jones. He's really tried hard today for the joint venture. Goes wide, Jones. Overlaps his head. Ball comes back in from Morales. Jones, good tackle actually made over there. That's Webster. Murray. Kanisha's taken that mark, has she? She plays on. I think that's a brilliant individual goal to Kanisha Murray. Just wait and see. Goal umpire says, goal Kanisha Murray. Very well done, Kanisha. Lucas, a score check, please.
Wyong Lakes, David, 16-11-107, leading Nelson Bay Port Stephens no score. With thanks to the major sponsor of the Wyong Lakes Australian Football Club, the Wyong Leagues Club Group, David.
Yes, Louis. Gee, that's an impressive setup they've got over here. They've done a great job on it.
Indeed, they have. Haven't been down here for a while, so great to see the amount of change that's occurred down here in recent times.
Lucas, I reckon the last time we were here was a cold Sunday. We had a Sunday final here that we called. I reckon Cardiff played, and I reckon the Newcastle City Stars played on that day as well, if my memory serves. It might have been Wyong Lakes and Cardiff, perhaps, in the finals. I'm not quite sure. Or Killarney, one of the two. Cardiff won. And the Stars won too. It was the year that Erin White and I think Ash Haler were the joint best and fairest medal winners in the league. That's a great tackle. And has it been paid a tackle? Or, as umpire Wood said, that's held in the ball? Actually, he has. Who made that tackle? Oh, Kanisha again. She's had a big quarter. Chops it short to no one in particular. It was actually a nothing kick in the end. Handball comes out, goes wide towards the centre outer wing. Laxa chasing. Gets her hands on it. Keep in, Chloe Laxa. Great little short grubber kick, goes about 7 metres. Morales, a lovely, lovely step, and then tries to beat so many players. And gone. Good decision, and well done, Jesse Jones. Umpire Vole got that spot on. Jones goes out towards the wing. It's right on centre wing now, right in front of the interchange gates. Should be a throw-in, I think. Ives and Midgley. Ball hits the ground. Ives just uses strength and pushes her off and goes out of bounds. Again, this has been a quiet quarter, really. Lucas, how many goals kicked this quarter, please?
Just the 3 goals kicked this quarter, David. Sarah Bork and 2 goals to Kanisha Murray.
Thank you. Murray, he's trying to use a double-hander, gets it away to Nicholson. Nicholson misses it. Mon's in there, uses the body. Knows what she's doing, Monique. Umpire Vole says that'll be mine. Ball right over in front of the Wyong Lakes interchange area. Ball comes out of the right contest. Morales should take a chest mark and does, or did it go out of bounds in the full? It did. So this will be a free kick. That should be on the full. That's 50 metres and given as such. A little bit of inexperience there from Lisa Morales. She had to give that ball back on the full, Lucas. Umpire Vole's made the exact right decision. It's a 50-metre penalty for incorrect giving back of the ball. And Jesse Jones will take a kick up towards half-forward flank for the joint venture. Good drop punt. Lovely delivery. Should have been taken. Kincaid stays low. Kincaid again. Chance here. And it's a mark right at the death. Stats is right on the money. That player on the mark's got to come back to the back of the square. That actually should have been a behind because she took that in front of the behind post. Anyway. Got rid of it just. Good hassle here. Nelson Bay having a good stretch here. It's a Wyong Lakes throw in because they're the home side. Kanisha Murray's giving Rebecca Eyes a decent rest on the ball this quarter. Murray and Hurahan. Hurahan a left-hander. Good, lovely tackle made right at the death by Parrish, I reckon, and that saved that ball going through for a score. Put the heart over here on our side, getting ready for the Black Diamond Cup. Having a quiet moment before.
Always is between these two local clubs, David, as you alluded to then. Cannot wait for that one.
Rachel Potts has run a long way to get that and dropped the mark. Comes up with a second effort. Comes up with a third effort. Still can't control the football. Ball comes in again from the joint venture. And Kanisha Murray sitting in the slot at centre half back. If Wyong Lakes are smart, they'll come out here to Mon and come to Kanisha's left. She's gone straight down the spine, looking for Ives. Not a bad move. Misses it. Nicholson steps inside. Gets a right footer down the ground. Should have been a chest mark. Missed. This is with a shanks that one like I do at Everglades. Got to get that kick out. In trouble. That was Dugdale. Should have been Pink Vole on the ball, really. And it is a ball up, umpire Wood. Virtually at the centre circle, just off it, I think. Murray double-hander was committed to that one. She's got hurt. You hope she hasn't done that ankle again. She did her ankle last year badly. Madalena goes back with the flight. Just keep an eye on Kanisha Murray, please, Lucas. I think she's not well. Mon's looking for some options here.
Still on her haunches. Not looking good for Kanisha Murray.
Oh, that's a push in the back against Nicholson. Blatant. 2 hands in the back. Murray is not in a good way out there at the moment. Lucas, can you keep an eye on Kanisha? Lovely work out here. Where's ball? Ball's just set up on its end. Ives is up there. Can she get the handball out to him? Might be over the shoulder, is it? Has Stokes got a free kick here? I'm not quite sure what umpire. And Murray's jogging off. That's a good sign. Oh, she's actually open that angle. It's not as deep as I think it is. Just the binoculars fall short on that angle. She's almost right in front. And I think that Stokes has kicked that. Just wait on the goal umpire. And a goal to Emma Stokes from a free kick. Emma's first day right at the death of the third quarter. Score check, Lucas, at the end of the third, please.
Three-quarter time score, David. Wyong 17-11, 113, leading Nelson Bay Port Stephens with no score at three-quarter time.
And Lucas and I will have a short break and be back with you for the start of the fourth quarter here at Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Lucas and David back here with you. We've got our pictures back. Great work. Thank you, Kendall, so much. And Lucas just making a change of number in the Black Diamond Cup for Scott Higgins from Wyong Lake. He's going to number 47 for today. It's 17-11-113. Again, considering where they were at 2-6, that's remarkable shooting. 17-11 to yet to score. Nelson Bay have been game, but just too young, too small, Louis, really.
Yeah, that's the majority of the case. Not very experienced. We were discussing earlier on. They've got...
Can you take control, please?
7 or 8 juniors in this lineup for Nelson Bay Port Stephens today. As we're just getting the scoreboard changed here. In time for the resumption of the fourth quarter here at on, small over, which we've said already has turned out to be a glorious afternoon down here in Tacoma.
Well done, Lucas James Holmes. We picked that up there. They've just fixed the scoreboard, so the goal umpire's right on the ball there. The score is Lucas James Holmes takes his place as the medalist, the number one scorer, 17-11, 1-1-3. Yet to score. They had a goal and a behind mixed up over there in the corner. And our great man Stats, who does not make numerical mistakes. And he got that right. I'll get my binoculars out the way just in case we need them. Players coming out into position. Kalani are going to do some warm-ups over here for the Black Diamond Cup on our right, to the right of screen. Directly to the right. If you can imagine yourself sitting over here in our commentary position, Kalani literally due north of us by about 50 metres. Simon Wood has the football. Last quarter coming here. Simon Wood with the footy. This will be Hurahan and Ives.
Laxa starting on the ball as well. Different look for the Wyong Lakes midfield.
Yes, you wonder whether Kanisha will play any further part in the game, actually.
There wouldn't be no issue.
There's no point.
No point in risking it.
No. Up goes Ives, double hander, looking for Potts Genji. That combination's must be getting sick, giving the ball to each other. Bowen comes out with the right-hand handball, gets to Laxa. Chloe goes back to Bowen, who's on a natural side, goes to the left footer. Should have been a mark there, missed by Parrish. Coming straight through. Oh, great hospital hand pass. Of all the players in the league you don't want to give a hospital hand pass to, it's Rachel Potts. Put on the big tackle, Laxa. Trying to use body strength. That's a great tackle, Hurahan. Should have been paid, in my opinion. Not. Continuing on. Trying to dispossess it. Jones comes out. Over here with Johnson. Good tackle and gone. Must be gone. Umpire says, I'll have it. Gracious me. 45 seconds gone. In. It's Hurahan and Ives again. Watch Rebecca try and hit Chloe Laxa here. No, comes off to Mon. Mon's having a run up forward. Goodness me, look out. Rachel Potts, a superb tackle again. Bowen picks the ball up now. Goes handball to Mon. Mon will look to deliver with precision. She's still got great skills, Monique Mandolina. She's always been a skillful player. Ball looking at 7 here. Ball looking at 7. That was the Kalani Vale side running past us with their warm-ups. Ball looking at 7. Touched on right on the line. Bowen keeps it in. Now it's through from behind. 17-12, 1-1 for Wyong Lakes. Nelson Bay, Port Stephens yet to score. Make sure you're tuning in at 5 minutes to join the voice of the Black Diamond Cup, Lucas James Holmes, and his sidekick David Redden for the Black Diamond Cup fixture between hosts Wyong Lakes and fourth place Kalani. League's basically said, isn't it, Lucas, that you would think that unless something remarkable happens, it'll be Terrigal and Kalani Valley one prelim, and the other one will be Newcastle City and Singleton. That's the way it looks roughly. There's some interesting games. Interesting game, though. Big test for Newcastle City, isn't it? Lovely ball to Bowen.
Yes, they've got a big test in front of them today. Obviously, hosting Terrigal Avoca at Fane Oval today, David, with the restructure of Newcastle #1 Sports Ground currently taking place, just starting. Bowen. Half minutes gone here in this fourth quarter.
I think we should talk about that. The reconfiguration of Newcastle #1 is actually very exciting. I've got a foot in both camps, being involved a little bit with cricket and a little bit with footy. And Newcastle has now it's going to be basically the same dimensions as Docklands. It's going to be much longer. the Sarah ball. That's her 7th today. 7 to ball and 5 to bow and 3 to Ives. Wyong Lakes 21 goals, 14, 140. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. Lucas, can you quickly go onto the ladder and I'll just jot down a couple of. Can you give me for and against for Terrigal and just in points, Terrigal Avoca and Wyong Lakes, please, before today?
So for Terrigal Avoca, their for is 400 points.
Yep, and against?
And against is 316.
And the other way around, Wyong Lakes?
And Wyong Lakes, their for is 248.
Yep.
And against 436.
Okay. Well, I'll do some calculations after the game, and because they're going to end up being six, so they've made some big inroads today. Ives another punch out. They've got to keep the foot down here. Morales a bounce. 2 bounces. Will she step? What she does. Finish it, Lisa. The 3rd bounce knocks her around. Can't quite pick it up. That's not Murray. Shouldn't be. She's off injured, I believe. That is Murray's haircut. I think it is Kanisha, actually. You can tell by the body strength. Oh, snap a goal. Nicholson! Very good goal. Alana Nicholson's first. And Wyong Lakes' 22nd goal. How many minutes left? 5. So just to give you some sort of a live idea, Lucas, can you go and get me the score between Terrigal and Warners, please? So Wyong Lakes' live percentage right now is 90.37. And if I could have that score, please.
Let's get that one for you now.
Thank you.
Newcastle City 9-11-65, Terrigal Avoca 128.
Okay, so that's 408, and that was 65, was it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Lucas will just keep an eye on the footy while I'm looking. I think this is really important in the context of the competition.
Potts just goes marauding through the middle there. Morales looking to back up her 3 bounce effort from earlier on. Evades, steps back on the right. Morales goes back to Toz, gets a tumbling ball inside forward 50. It is Murray back out there, David. She gets a handball off. Back to Ives. Flying shot on goal. Pushes it left.
Mark.
Doesn't even register a score. It's a mark on the line.
I've got live percentages for you and point scores, assuming the results stay as they are. So Luke and I'll come back there when we get a break. We should get a break after this, Emily. She must have taken that mark in the square, Emily. This is Emily for 6. I wonder if she's ever kicked 6 before in women's footy. She's got 200 games coming up for the club shortly. Emily Bowen 6 goals, and that score check, please, Louis.
Score, David. That's the wrong one. It is 23-14, 152 to Nelson Bay Port Stephens, no score. Fix that one up for you.
So a live percentage reading, given that there's 8 or 6, 4 points of difference on the ladder between the two. 8, is that right?
Will be 4
after today.
Yep.
So the live percentages, this is the scenario. Wyong Lakes are 91.74% as of that goal just then. And Nelson, if Terrigal Avoca stay at that score, they'll be 107.9. So they've made a huge inroad. Next week, Terrigal Avoca's got Killarney Vale, and Wyong Lakes actually have an outside chance against Cardiff. And Wyong Lakes could be very close to the 4 next week if results go their way. So that's a live percentage. It's now 16% the difference. And that's why this game is so important. That's why Wyong Lakes cannot take the foot off the pedal here at all. They must keep going. As I said, so Terrigal Avoca will be 4 points and 16% in front. But again, TA have Killarney Vale, the biggest test in football next week. And Wyong Lakes have a massive game against Cardiff. Laxa. She can get the football, Lucas, but she just needs to work on her kicking. She can be a very handy player. Here she is again. Short kick comes out Bowen's way. It was an average kick. Didn't hear it on the full. Bowen going with a right-hand handball. Laxa gets his back. She's a chance from there, Chloe, and shanks it to the right. Wyong Lakes, 23-15, 153. Nelson Bay Port Stephens yet to score. There's about 2 minutes to go. So, as I said, there's going to be about 16 or 15.5% difference, Lucas.
A few laid out against Kalani Vale last week, which hurt them.
Big time. Out of there goes Parrish. Squares it up. Rebecca Ives in towards the end of it, one of the most dominant displays I think I've seen in the women's competition individually, Lucas. Pops it up to the hot spot. Missed by Nicholson. Ives, I reckon, would have had 40 touches today, plus winning rucks left, right and centre. She's just been brilliant. Ball comes out. Laxer sitting behind. He gets the handball. Certainly now knows how to get the football. Chloe Laxer, I tell you. Real promise there. Dugdale gets a kick out, but picked off. Lovely drop punt comes out here, but it's going to be picked off, I think. No, oh, that's over the shoulder. That'll be a free kick. No, Rachel Potts has taken that and gone. Rebecca Ives gets a clip over the ear. Not overly happy about it either. About 50 seconds to go. Rebecca's well in her rights to have a shot, but she won't. She's not that sort of player. Bowen misses a mark. Sniping at the back. Is that Rachel Potts at the back? No. Bowen wants another goal. Murray pushing the back, I think. Oh, not paid. Nicholson gets a handball out eventually. Murray. Is that Rebecca?
Yeah.
And misses. Back of the ground. And that'll be the last part of the game. Play on here. Nelson Bay have been game, but just completely outclassed and outgunned. Full-time siren is imminent, and there it is. So the full-time score here. Wyong Lakes getting themselves towards 92%. 23-16, 154. Nelson Bay Port Stephens didn't trouble the scorers. We have Emily Bowen with 6 goals and Sarah Ball with 7 and Rebecca Ives 3 in a dominant performance. And if Ives doesn't get 3 votes, I'm not here. At the end of that contest, it's Wyong Lakes a good solid win, big booster percentage, and that's part one of their 2 or 3 part step to try and sneak into the 4. On behalf of Kendall Clawson and Lucas James Holmes, my name's David Redden. It's been our pleasure to bring you this game from Don Small Oval in Tacoma. Stay around. We'll be back with you at 5 to 2 with the voice of the Black Diamond Cup, Lucas Holmes, to call Kalani Vale and Wyong Lakes in the Black Diamond Cup. From Kendall, Lucas and me, David Redden, for now, it's bye-bye. It's a very warm welcome to Don Small Oval in Tacoma, where, despite some interesting technical things happening, we're about to bring you the Black Diamond Cup fixture between Killarney Vale and Wyong Lakes. The toss is happening right now. The toss has been won by... And I think Killarney Vale has won the toss and are heading to the right of screen. So play about to get away in 2 minutes' time. With me in commentary, as always, is the voice of the Black Diamond Cup, Lucas James Holmes. Lucas, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Always great to be here on what has turned out to be a glorious afternoon here.